G'day, I'm Graham Ross from the Garden Clinic. You know, one of the hardest things for new gardeners to comprehend is seasonality and the time it takes from planting or seed sowing to actual harvest, whether it's flowers or veggies. The other thing is patience, but you know, it's just one of those things you've got to learn as a gardener. Patience in gardening is absolutely essential because it doesn't happen overnight. Now, for example, these sweet peas, and how about that for a crop? It's been fantastic, winter and spring. Now that we're into summer, we're about to harvest, I guess, the seeds of my beautiful spring and winter flowers that we've had of the sweet peas. But what I'm going to do is actually collect these seeds. Some are already splitting open, and there's a couple there that have already split open, and the seeds are somewhere in the garden or on the lawn. But I've got plenty that I want to share next autumn. So in summer, we can collect these seeds up here, and it's just simply a case of pruning those off. You can see, if you hold them up to the light, you can actually see the seeds sitting in there. Nice and plump, beautiful little pods. And I just dropped them into the basket there. I've been collecting them for quite some time. I had sweet peas right along this rail here. So I've been doing it for some time, but I just wanted to show you that you can collect the seed. Now with sweet peas, you don't sow them till next autumn. And I'll show you later when we've got another segment about sowing sweet peas and the little tricks. And there's lots of tricks and tips I'd like to share with you. But what you can be doing now is, if you've never grown sweet peas before, start to prepare a location. Now, if you've only got in your courtyard or on a balcony a square metre area, and it might be a big tub, a half barrel, or in the garden, in a courtyard, just a square metre, make a timber teepee like this one. I had fantastic sweet peas on that teepee during the winter and spring of this year. So start to establish, get the improvement happening in the soil. In a garden, you can get a nice big half barrel, and it needs to be reasonably wide, not necessarily deep. That's why half barrels are handy, and that sort of shape, wider than they are deep. And then once autumn comes around, and it will come around quickly after Christmas and the new year, you'll be ready to sow another great crop of sweet peas. Now remember, some sweet peas are quite compact. You can grow them in a hanging basket. These ones get up to, as you can see, about 2 metres. So they're beautiful, and the harvest was incredible. Now I'm just sharing these with friends and members of the Garden Clinic, so it's one of those little bonuses we'll have during the year. And in autumn, everyone will be coming to collect some of the seeds that I'm looking forward to sharing.